ready when you hit record. Now, this is a webcam version of what you can do, webcam style, very direct. You also, from the same webcam, can drop a video or an image behind you. In this example, I'm not holding up the hook because I feel strongly enough that the image or video behind me is the hook. So if that's the case, whether you're in real estate and it's a property behind you, maybe you're in insurance, it's a breakdown of a quote, maybe it's an action of a screenshot of an article you want to share, anything that you feel is a good enough reason for someone to click, then all you have to do is do a little head turn and come right back to the camera. Something as simple as that when the video begins. Now, if you want to cover all the bases, you absolutely can do that. You can come in here and you can do context in the back with the screenshot of the video and then do the hook right in front. That works really well. That covers kind of everything if you want to be able to do that. Works really well for real estate in particular because you can have that property behind, you got the address in front, something about the property. Works really, really well. Now, you also have screen recordings with Dubb. So screen recordings are great because this is the best visual way to walk someone through something here. Now, we talked about the avatar stuff at the top. You could throw an avatar of yourself or whoever you created right inside that bubble too, instead of it being yourself. But the whole idea here is to visually walk someone through something. You can see the annotation tools pointing towards the bubble. Notice I'm holding up that additional hook again, right? And I'm putting myself right next to the article of the title of the article right here. We know it's a market forecast, but here's my take on the market forecast. This is a great way to reach out on LinkedIn as well. Imagine putting yourself in a bubble right on their profile to point something out. Anything where you want to walk someone through, whether it's going to be a prospect that you're walking through something, or maybe it's a client now, and it's a little orientation video where you want to walk someone through something on the proper steps. Maybe it's a listing agreement. You kind of want to walk through, say, hey, remember to sign this here, do this here. All of that can be done like this. This was recorded with the Dubb Chrome extension, browser-based screen recorder, anything within your browser. So just Google Dubb Chrome extension, three-step process to pin it up here in your browser, and then you can go on top of anything on your browser to record something. Now we have another screen recorder that's really powerful. This is the Dubb desktop app. Now the desktop app does not have to be within the browser. It can go on top of anything in the browser. It can go on top of anything on your computer screen, whether it's a slide deck, a document, a video, whatever you want to go on top of. It's very flexible as far as that. It's all flexible in terms of what you want to show on your screen. So with the desktop app, you have a cropping ability. I can crop around a document. I can push in closer on a site, whatever I'm showing on a video. I can do landscape. I can do vertical portrait for social media. I have the ability to record in clips. So I can record little clips together, merge them into one video, save it into the platform. I also can leverage the power of a pre-recorded video. So I could have a video sitting in my video library that say it's for prospecting, speaks to everyone. I'm not saying their name. And then I can take that video, pop it in a bubble, and put it on top of different profiles of prospects because the message is all the same for them, but I don't have to say their name. You can really leverage the power. It's called Dubb Narrator. You're able to take pre-recorded videos, throw them in a bubble, and put them on top of whatever you want. But the bottom line with screen recording is it's a great visual way to walk someone through an experience. So whether it's Dubb Chrome extension, browser-based, or Dubb desktop app, everything based, they both work really well. Now, the last way to record is going to be with your mobile. Now, the Dubb mobile app, if you haven't gotten it yet, it's Dubb app, D-U-B-B-A-P-P, Dubb app. And it's like having a little recording studio in your pocket. It's awesome. The team's done an amazing job building this thing out over the years. This example right here, simple video, very similar to the webcam version. You just type the text on the screen. Really easy. Move it around wherever you want to move it around to. What's your message? What's your hook? Something simple like this goes way ahead of the people that aren't even making videos like this. Then you also have this example. Same thing as the webcam. You can take a screenshot on your phone, or you can swipe down on your phone, record a little video clip, put it behind you, have a little text on the screen. Gives you the same effect that we saw with the webcam. You also can use this one. This is really great. This is almost like this one here is almost like the Dubb Chrome extension or screen recorders we just talked about. You're on the screen with what you're showing. So this is called picture-in-picture on the Dubb mobile app. So perfectly made for property walkthroughs in real estate, but you can use this in any scenario if you get creative with it. Uses both cameras on the phone. You are narrating someone through something. You can make yourself bigger, smaller. You can move yourself around the screen, whatever you'd like. Now, if I was sitting here in front of my computer and I found up an art, pulled up an article, maybe I pulled up someone's profile, I have the ability to go picture in picture and just lean in and show what I'm talking about. It's a nice creative way to break someone into the video. I also could record a crowd if I'm at an event, narrate what's happening. I could, if I'm in person with a client, we do a nice little video testimonial combo. I could do local prospecting. Do social posts like this. There's a lot of creative things you can do. Just think about what do you want to show and what are you narrating that person through. That's what's really important with this. But all of these different ways over the years with Dubb have been ways for people to break through the noise and get noticed. Now, when they do click because they saw your video, they saw the hook, they clicked on it, you really got to make sure you have the experience ready to go right here. And this is called a customized landing page. We call in Dubb terms a preset. So it's going to have your logo, video you recorded, playlist of videos that you can have that play seamlessly right after this one. Great for educational videos, more content. Also, really good for your evergreen pitch video. You record it once, it's always ready to go. And your pitch video, I wouldn't go longer than a minute, minute and a half. Why someone should work with you, your background, your experience, your product, your services, whatever in your industry, why someone should go. Record it once and it always plays after because these videos are always about the hook. So as soon as the video begins, you want to get right into the reason they clicked. You don't want to kind of sidebar into other stuff. You want to get right into that. I wouldn't go longer than a minute. Be demonstrative at the end about them taking an action. All you have to do is click below to book a time on my calendar. All you have to do is email me back and hit that button below. Physically point down, mention the next step. I wouldn't be ambivalent about it. I would be very directive about it. Also, over here in the playlist, great spot for video testimonials. Perfect spot to kind of close out the experience. Now, if you don't have video testimonials or you do, and you'd like to conveniently get more, we'll show you a quick step to that in a second. Now, below here, we mentioned taking that next step. That's available and possible with these buttons called CTAs, call to action buttons. So leading the pack in this example is going to be booking time in my calendar. And that's probably going to lead everybody's pack. It's one of the most popular buttons ever because it gets you a meeting. Now, you also can have email someone back. You can download a document, a contract, a guide, a listing agreement. You could fill out a form if you want them to. You could have a link to an external form. You could have a link to your website. You could have them check out case studies if you have them, which are always really good. And you can have them leave a review if your industry, if reviews are really powerful. Now, there's also a button down here called Reply with Video. That's really good for getting video testimonials. So if you want to get one, just record a nice heartfelt ask, have the reply with video button below, hit record. Hey, Ina, this is Rob. Thank you so much for using the platform. Would love to tell your story to other folks. So if you can record a video, hit reply with video below, tell us about your experience, that would be much appreciated. And you can have specific questions too if you want to. Then when someone sends the video back to you, you get a notification inside the Dubb Studio platform, add it to your playlist, and there you go. And that's the experience that you have right here. Now, the last part of this page is a client customer facing AI called SIA, your Sales Interactive Assistant. SIA is great because SIA has the ability in real time to answer questions. So someone lands on your page, they're thinking about clicking, but like, wait, I got a question. There are some FAQs sitting here waiting for them right here. They can interact with the AI. The big thing about SIA is when it gives an answer, it's going to remind the person, this is the next step that we want you to take. Here's the answer. Great. Now, what's the next thing we want you to do? It'll push for that. So it's very momentum seeking. Now, to create and educate these SIAs, these sales interactive assistants for your facing landing pages, right inside the Dubb Studio dashboard, you can have different AIs for different parts of your audience, or you can have one all-knowing AI. You can upload a PDF document. You can upload, you can inload in their individual website link pages. It will physically learn what's in text on those pages. So there's ways to educate this AI so it's ready to go to help you start closing some deals. Now, on these pages here, these landing pages, these customized landing pages called presets, definitely split things up into different parts of your audience. So if I was in recruitment, as an example, and I worked with both the employer side and the candidate side, I would definitely want to have different preset landing pages that speak to those folks because the assets are going to be different, the SEO will probably be different, and even the call to action could be different. If you're in real estate, insurance, mortgage, coaching, consulting, finance, any industry, whatever splits are in there, have a different preset landing page that speaks to those folks. Now, when you go from a free trial on Dubb Studio to a paid plan, whether it's Pro or Pro Plus, the first thing the team will do is meet you in Zoom for an optimization setup. They'll help you set up the pages, the buttons, everything ready to go so you can get moving right out of the gate. Also, all of it's tracked. So did someone open it? Did someone watch the video? What's the percentage? Did they interact with the buttons? Did they interact with the AI? What does that look like in terms of following up in a very intelligent way? Because that's what people want to know. When you follow up with them, they want to realize, oh, okay, you understood my action. Great. We're not wasting any time. And that's all possible within Dubb Studio right in here. Now, Dubb Studio also is a CRM, fully functioning. So if you don't have a CRM, you're looking to switch, you can upload your contacts right over here with a CSV file. You can do task deals tags. You can do bulk sending with Dubb, email and SMS. And you also can do automation right down there at the bottom, automated workflows through our Pro Plus plan that has really good support. And Darius, our co-founder, who would help you set up the automations, which is great attention to detail. So all of this is done within Dubb Studio, that half of this. Now over here, when we select Dubb Agent and we pop over here, this is the area where you interact with Dubb Agent, which is connected and integrated with Dubb Studio. The first integration that we saw right here was when in the beginning we asked, hey, listen, I need these hooks. Great, there are the hooks, right? But now, what else can it do with Dubb Studio? How else can they kind of work together? Well, I can ask for a video that I've recorded from Dubb Studio. It's from Dubb Agent. I could say, listen, can you find me that video I recorded about blah, blah, blah? Every Dubb Studio video that you record has auto titling. So whatever you're saying for the first 20 seconds, it's going to auto title that video for you, which is pretty convenient. So if you know what that was, or the kind of the idea of the video, Dubb Agent's smart. Go find me that video. So it's going to find it for you. Now, whenever you tell Dubb Agent to do something, it's going to give you three logical next steps. So it did its thing, but now it's going to suggest, you know what, here are three things that I really suggest we do next. So definitely check those out. I wouldn't fly by those because they're usually very logical. In this case here, I want Dubb Agent to now take this video and send it to someone for me. But remember, there are rules here too. We talked about the hook, right? So look what Dubb Agent did. It created a hook here. It added a little bit of body to it. Not too much because we don't want to add a lot. We're adding a video in there. And then also adding the animated preview, which we just talked about is really important. So Dubb Agent can go find that in Dubb Studio. I tell it to go do it. Remember, I'm just telling it to do these things. Very much the new way of doing this. Go do this thing. And then, did it do this thing? Absolutely. This is what it looks like. There's the hook right up here at the top in the subject line. There's the body. And there is the animated preview that you can see right here. So very attentive in terms of the directions that you give it because it has access to go get these things. Now, Dubb Agent also, in terms of its relationship with Dubb Studio, can do this. We talked about recording videos with Dubb Studio. Well, what if I wanted to record a webcam video? I'm in here, Dubb Agent, doing my thing. I'm like, I want to record a quick webcam video. It's going to provide me the directions here and the link. So when I select the link, it's going to open up the webcam in Dubb Studio, and now I can begin recording my video. So, and I can even get, if I wanted to, on that video that I sent, right? I could get activity reporting on this thing. I could say, you know what? I sent it out to a couple people, even one person, doesn't matter. I want the activity reporting. Was it watched? Did people click? What's going on with it? Give me some information, some tangible stuff I can use. It's going to give you that because they're connected to each other. Now, Dubb Agent also has other capabilities unrelated to Dubb Studio that it can do. Email sending, we saw it can just do that, but it also can clean up your email. So if you ever want it to go through your email and say, listen, find all the junk, get rid of the spam, get rid of all that stuff, just be directive about what you want it to do, and it's going to go do that for you. It also can find missed opportunities in your email. This is something that was big when Dubb Agent was first getting going. This was a very important thing because you might have things sitting in there you completely forgot about, which can happen, or bring things to the forefront. Go find those missed sales opportunities. And when it does, it's going to list them in order of importance for you. Which ones they recommend to say, hey, you should jump on this one right now, depending on the language that was in there that it finds. That's really important. Then lead generation, probably the most important thing, the most standout thing that Dubb Agent does is lead gen. Other Claude and the regular ChatGPTs, they can't do any of this kind of stuff because of the agents and marketplace and relationships on the backside that Dubb Agent put together by Ruben Darius and the team. It's able to do this stuff. Now, you want to be careful about when you're doing this. When you're first starting, start small, 5, 10, 20, go within that range. Go find me the folks that we talked about earlier when we were doing the 3 to 5 word hooks, the ICP. Who are these people? Give it a little description. It'll go find the folks. There they are. And then you're going to want to say, verify them, verify their information. We want to make sure they're good leads. It will. It will tell you what's safe and not to send. You don't want to waste time on folks that aren't real. And then say, listen, I want you to add these into my CRM, whether it's the Dubb CRM, whatever other CRM you use. I want you to add them in there. And then it will always ask you, do you want to enrich these contacts? Do you want to set a sequence going? What do you want to do now? But the point is, with a simple 3-step process of telling it to find leads, cleaning up the leads, adding them to the CRM, getting them into a sequence after that, that saves so much time And it's all this stuff that can be taken off your plate and it delivers it right there for you. Now, speaking of taking stuff off your plate, routines with a Dub agent is really, really great. So if you want things done where you want a report delivered to you, you want an action done at a certain time, you want a trigger for some other action to happen, you can create routines right inside of Dub agent. You just have to tell it to create a routine. And we'll show those in a bit. You also can do asset creation with Dubb Agent. This right here is a CMA for real estate, but you can provide a URL, a link, say, listen, I want to create a little slide deck out of this thing, a little document, because I want to present it. It could be a one-page sales pager, it could be something else, longer, whatever you want. It'll create the asset for you. And when it is created, this is a really strong opportunity to now use Dub Studio to record a screen video right on top of it, just like this. And this is where the two worlds again combine. Because when I hit record here, I'm going to be able to say, look, just like this. Hey, this is Rob. Listen, I wanted to send you this quick CMA right here because I know we talked earlier about this. I wanted to send you a nice detailed breakdown here. There are numbers that you definitely want to pay attention to. And as we scroll through here, I want to point out some other things down here. Look at this right in here. Pay attention to this part right here. So the point is you can create it with Dub Agent, the asset. You can record a video with Dub Studio, and then you can either send it through a third-party sender that you're already sending or through Dub, or you can have Dub Agent do the sending with nice personalized copy that it can drop in there as it sends. So the integration between the two is just amazing in terms of that. Now, inside the dashboard here, inside the chat area, this is where you're going to chat with Dub Agent, right down here. And if you want to do it by microphone, you can do that as well. We have a nice speech to AI refined text. You can talk off the top of your head. It will organize your words into a proper prompt, and then you can prompt the agent, which is, I'm sure Dub Agent actually appreciates that. And then if you want to see any other chats that you've done, right down here at the bottom left, there are your recent chats right over here. So if you want to access those, they'll always be right there. There's a little search bar in here where you can search for a keyword in a topic that you talked about, and it will pull that up for you. Now, to immediately give Dub Agent all the power that you just saw, we want to give it access. That is the first step with Dub Agent. You have to give it access to the things that you use. And that is with integrations right over here to the left. So when you come in here, you're going to scroll down. This little search bar will be at the top for you guys, I believe. But when you search in here, you're going to search for the things that you use, whether it's email, CRM, documents, whatever it is, right? But to get some ideas, you can scroll down here at the bottom because it might be something like, oh, I don't use that, but I want to use that. These are some of the most popular ones down here that are connected. You can see these right here. Now, first, you definitely want to connect your email. That would be the first thing to connect. So whether you use Gmail or Outlook, just click connect. Mine already says connected because it's connected. Click connect, go through a little process, it'll connect it for you. Same thing for your CRM, any other things that you use. If you want to search for something, type it in here. If you can't find what you're looking for, then what you can do is you can create a custom integration. So you can go right here in the main chat area, say Dub Agent, please create a custom integration for me for XYZ. It'll show the work that's happening. Usually at some point there'll be an API key that you've got to provide into a certain area that it will want to see, so it has it. And then custom integrations will be listed under integrations right here for custom. So when you select this here, this is where it will be listed. So if you can't find what you're looking for in regular integrations, just tell Dub Agent, do me a favor, create it, and it would list it in custom integrations. But the whole idea here is find the basic stuff first, your email, your calendar link, your CRM, all the things that you use so Dub Agent could poke its head in there and do what you want it to do. Now, the other part of it is going to be skills, which is right over here to the left. Now, skills in here, we have a nice little breakdown across the top here. We have a general category, and we also have other industries here as well. We have a custom category we'll pop over here in a second. The idea behind skills is you want to give Dub Agent the green light to be able to do these things at the highest possible level, these skills that have been created. Now, when you flip on a switch down here, it means you want it to do it. It's available for you. So you flip it on, then when you do something within that realm, it's going to follow the guidelines and rules that have been created for that skill. So think about from a general category under general, email verification, yep, that's on. Lead gen is on. What about booking assistance? What about, email management? What about down here, sales follow-up? What about Slack, using Slack workforce testimonial, YouTube script writing? Just make your way through the general category, turn on what makes sense. And then what you want to do is go to your industry across here in the top. If I was in, let's say, home services, I'm going to pop in here, hey, 5-star review request. Yes. I'm definitely going to turn that on. How about canvassing scripts? Yeah, we got some folks out there hitting door to door. We want to have that done, so that's ready to go. So just hit the industries that you're in, whatever they are, turn on the switches. General, industry, turn them on. Now, if you have a skill that you want to create yourself, you absolutely can do that. You can go right over here to custom, and then notice we've created some ones in here. Just click add skill, give it a little identifier up here at the top, little title, little description. What are the instructions? Just like you're talking to a person. How would you lay this skill out? This is the way you want to order it, structure it, and then it exists for you, and you just have to flip it on. But from this category here, think about skills in terms of giving it the green light to do these things. Turn on what makes sense. Now, another part of this is right down here at the bottom. So there's a little three dot menu down here, and you want to go to settings right here. When you go to settings, this is a really important section. This is your company information section. So if whatever industry you're in, hit the drop down. If you don't see it here, click other, but if you're in this realm, click one of these. And then you want to drop in here all the information that's relevant and important for Dubb Agent to know about your company. So it has access to these things, whether it's structuring, whether it's logos, branding, whatever it is, pop it in here and it'll be able to do that for you. Then we also have the models of the Dubb Agent down here at the bottom, so you can choose different models for different tasks that you want done. That's all available right here. Now, back over here in the chat area, there also is another important aspect to Dubb Agent that was done by the team. It's really convenient. That is right down here at the bottom, three dot menu, go to settings. Go to account, click account here. And then all you do is link your phone number right here. So mine's already connected, but it'll say link phone number. Just put +1 and your number. And then you have your phone number connected. And then Dubb Agent is going to send you an SMS message. The cool thing about SMSing with Dubb Agent is that you can talk to it like you talk to a friend if you're using voice or if you're just texting. Tell it to do what you want to do, and you have all that capability right there where you already live inside of Dubb Agent. I would just save Dubb Agent into your phone as a contact and then have it available, and you can SMS right back and forth with it, which is great. Now, we talked about routines before, which is right over here to the left. So when you click on routines, in here, this is where you can do recurring tasks, right, that we talked about. You want something delivered, you want an action done, something every day, whatever the cadence is. You want it to be one time. Do you want to have an email trigger set up where everything can be forwarded to an email? Lead comes in, boom, heads over to where you're at. They get an email right away. How cool is that? They get an action from something right away. You can set that stuff up. You also have memories over here. So in memories, these can be either internal facing, whether you want to have certain structure to how things are presented to you, or it can be customer client facing in terms of maybe how things are presented to them. Thumbnails with YouTube creation, script writing, outreach, structuring of the sequencing that you want. All of these corrections on things. All of these are memories that can be created. Now, the creation of them and of routines and everything else is always right here. Dubb Agent, do me a favor, create a routine. Dubb Agent, do me a favor, create a memory. All of that part. You don't have to say do me a favor. I just like saying that. And then also in terms of support, that's a big part of this. So if you click on support over here, this is going to be where you can call a number 24/7. This is our AI Sophia that's available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Live Zoom training, you're in that right now. The training videos right here, if you click on here, we have a whole library in here of training videos you can go to. Brings you right to our Dubb support channel, has it all listed out here. You have view documentation, which is set up over here. One of the best parts of this, we have feature requests in here and there's a master doc, but really it's about the live training log. So when you select this here, all of the past meetings are in here. So if you do select one, it'll give you a nice breakdown of who was there, what was discussed, all the important topics. It's all in there. We also have a FAQ section down here at the bottom. It's pretty robust. There's a bunch of questions down here. So click on these. It's going to open up over here into a side panel just like SIA that we saw before. Sales Interactive Assistant, same kind of setup. You get the answer and then you can interact. We also have a drop down right over here called Dubb Coaching. So Dubb Studio, Dubb Agent, Dubb Coaching. When you select Dubb Coaching, it's going to pop you over here, and we have some nice relevant videos that's being populated by the team and edited right in here. You can contact support. You can go right to Dubb Academy. Dubb Academy is a separate link for Dubb Studio, videos on how to learn about Dubb Studio. And you also can do keyword searches in here. Put a topic in, search for what you're looking for, and then Dubb Agent's going to break those down into different parts that have those keywords and those videos that you'll be ready to watch. Now, also over here, if you're using Dubb Agent like you should, what does the billing look like? So down here at the bottom is a three dot menu. and there's a billing section. So when you go here, we do a 7-day free trial, 25,000 AI credits. You have the ability to do top off, auto top off, purchase credits. You can change the quantity. You can manage the subscription. All of this gets done right up here at the top. But once you go through the free trial in the 7 days and the 25,000 AI credits, the entry point would be $50 a month. We have $100 a month. We have $300 a month. And you'll have an idea of what you should probably get through your usage, because down here at the bottom, you'll see in credits and in dollars and cents what this stuff looks like. So when you tell it to do something, you're immediately going to know what that action has done to you in terms of credits and dollars and cents. So when you get into a rhythm and a flow, you'll have an idea of what you should do in terms of that. Now, there are different parts of the pricing. We can throw the link in the chat in there for pricing, but for the $100 level, the $300 level, you're looking at some custom stuff in the $100 level, and you're also looking at basically becoming your own AI agency owner in the $300 level. Very similar to the Go High Level kind of structure. You're able to share that, and it's pretty amazing. We call it white label, but it's kind of a yellow label. It'd be like if it was John AI powered by Dubb. We'd be on the backside doing everything here for you with the support and everything that we have that we normally do. Now, if you want to share a Dubb agent, you're liking what you're seeing, you're using it, it's very effective. You can come right over here to the left, get your referral link. Right down in here, grab this link right down here at the bottom, share that link. We do a 30% recurring com. We also have that available within Dubb Studio. We've had this for years with our partner program, where a lot of folks have done really well, either passively sharing the information about Dubb Studio or more aggressively, where they had a whole preset related to that. But you can click apply now, creates a referral link for you. And the thing that you want to think about with Dubb Studio in particular is if you're sitting on a pro plan or a pro plus plan, if you know just four professional contacts that you think could really benefit from having Dubb Studio and making that difference, then you got a free account. And then we're paying you instead of you paying us. So it's a big shift in terms of what you could be looking at payment wise. The other thing is, too, when we talk about ease of use, going through and doing things manually, adding contacts, even someday setting up presets, it's all turning into you being able to express yourself in the clearest voice that you possibly can to the AI. Tell it exactly what you want it to do. If you want it to go into a Google Doc, say, listen, there's a Google Doc I did about these shorts, blah, blah, blah. It's smart. It's going to go in there, but tell it what you want it to do. That way, it lessens the amount of times you're using credits and going back and forth. The more efficient you can be with your words and more descriptive in terms of what you're looking for, then it can almost kind of learn your rhythm at the same time. So getting into the habit of telling it to do these things as opposed to going and doing those things is what everything is turning into. And that's why Dubb Studio and Dubb Agent basically merged into one. And we've got some other branding and some other homepage stuff we're going to be announcing soon. But all of it is becoming one synergistic unit. But you just have to get used to telling it to do these things as opposed to kind of breaking it off and doing those things physically and manually like we used to do. So that's a huge part of it. All right, let's see. I think Mr. Rubin and Mr. Darius are here. I believe you guys popped in. What's up, Darius?
What's up? What's up? Thank you, Rob. Appreciate you, brother. Good work as always. Welcome, everybody. Rob, do we have anybody new to
I
invite in the
don't.
beginning?
I don't think. Yeah, no, I don't think so. Let me check really quick. No, I didn't see anyone new. No one made themselves known as new. It was
Yeah, right.
totally.
Okay, good. So
Yeah,
if there is anybody, let's promote Ruben too. I don't know if somebody.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, there we go. Co-host, thank you. Okay, guys, if you haven't been here in a while, if you're a longtime customer or returning customer, we've changed, right? If you're just seeing AI stuff for the new time, first time, we would love to help you explore that. If you need everything done for you easier than it ever was before, right? That's kind of what AI is doing for people. So let's see. In these sessions, guys, besides the general presentation, we have two other things that usually happen here. One is the support, right? If we can help you guys strategically, technologically, you need help with landing pages, funnels, automations, agent, of course. That's exactly what we're here for almost 2 hours every day, probably sometimes more. So if and sometimes your guys' questions don't come up right away. If we start bringing someone up for like a use case or a thing like that, you can absolutely answer those or ask those questions at any time. Neil, we got your question there, Rob. So actually, Neil, you'll be up first. And then as Neil gets his question answered, we'll turn your mic on. There you go. If anyone else has a question that comes up, this is the perfect time to ask them. Let them rip. Drop it into the chat or the Q&A. We typically answer those in the order received. You can also raise a hand. We actually usually just ask to drop something in the chat though, because it helps us pick the order. And then lastly, once we're done with all of our support tickets, anyone doesn't have any pressing questions, we typically have some curriculum for you guys, a couple of little lessons showing the latest and greatest of how to leverage the technology, even if you didn't have any ideas here today. So, okay, very good. Neil, welcome, my friend. How's it going?
I'm doing well, Darius. Good to talk with you and Rob again. Always appreciate your training videos. And I have a quick question. I have set up
Yeah.
a my contacts for a campaign. I
Uh-huh.
have set up a video, a destination video that I want my contacts to go to.
Yep.
I have set up a teaser video and a
Mm-hmm.
form.
Mm-hmm.
And what I'm looking for today is a quick shortcut to know how to tie my form to the destination video. And
Yeah,
that's
I
the part that
gotcha.
I'm missing,
I
and I'm hoping you guys can steer me in the right direction.
Absolutely, my friend. I'm going to pull open your account. What's the email on the account? Do you know the last part of it?
Neil, yeah,
Profit margin.
profitmargin.us.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna pop in here, and I'm actually. Do you mind if I share the screen?
No, not at all.
I'll make this happen for you right here and now. So what we're describing, guys, this is a very standard use case of Dubb, very important, which is the ability to use a video to drive someone to fill out a form, right? That's the whole point, a video type of form. So the first thing I just want to check for you really quick, Neil, is the form itself. So you do have a watch our video form. This is always
Mhm.
the first thing, guys, as we create the form. You have your questions and stuff there. One thing I want to just touch on really quickly down here, Neil, which is at the end. Okay, so great. You already have display a message, a tag gets added, and a notification gets sent. So this is really good. That may what happens when the form gets submitted. We know things that are happening, right? As a result. The other thing I will say, Neil, is I don't know if you've touched the agentic stuff, but and I'll show the old school method in a moment. But the really cool thing that you can do with the agent, and I was covering this yesterday, is we now have the ability for email routines. So what this means is I can create a routine on an agent that says, whenever you get a submission, automatically respond. Again, don't mind the typing here, but basically what happens is as soon as any form gets submitted, that form submission information gets sent over to the agent, and the agent can respond to that form submission however you would want it to. So like, hey, because you answered A, B, and C, here's the response I wanted to give you and the video I wanted to share with you. So this is something with the new way of doing it, right? The new way of auto responding to form submissions is with an agent, and it can be hyper personalized to the form submission. So anyway, that's the old sort of new school way of what to do after the form is submitted. Is you can add that email right here into notifications, and so as soon as a form is submitted, the agent is notified and can take action. So anyway, that's the other piece of it. Back to the original. After we have the form, we need to create a button that says, what was the name of that form again? Watch video form.
Yeah.
Okay. And then there we go. The type is form, and it's one of our forms. And I personally like the modal the best. So like when the form, instead of the form being directly on the page, you have two options. One, the form could be right here visible, kind of like the calendar, or when they click it, a little modal appears with the form. So that's what this little switch is right here. I'm going to go ahead and click modal for you. It's personally my favorite. If you want it on the page, we can deselect modal though. So that would be this. Watch the video.
I thought I did that on the form
Yeah, no,
already.
no, no. You did absolutely correct. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
But in order to
Okay.
connect the form to a video, we need a CTA. So now
Oh,
that the CTA is created that connects to the form, we can go to any video or preset and add the watch video form button below the video. So that was the missing gap for you, Neil, was we just needed a button that holds the form, and now the button can be attached to a video. Does that make sense?
not really.
Okay, okay. Is
I'm
this the video
confused.
you wanted to share?
Yeah, that's the teaser video, and
Okay,
then the
okay.
second one is the good
So
destination.
right here, done. Okay, so now when we look at the video, the form
Okay.
is right here. Make
Okay.
sense?
Okay, yeah, but I need to tie it to the next video, which is my
Oh,
destination.
I see what you're saying. So you're saying when they submit the form, you want to spit them
Correct.
out at a new video.
Yeah, the one that's actually listed next was
So
actually
not
on
this
the
one.
landing page. It was actually listed on the landing page. I put it on the landing page, but it shouldn't be there. It should be
Oh,
basically
this one.
correct.
Okay, understood. Understood. Okay, perfect. So we'll remove it from the playlist, and instead it's going to be the form. So let's go back to the form really quick. Or sorry, yeah, the form.
Hmm.
And what happens is you have this one.
That's your, yeah.
Yeah, this is the video. So it's the ESOP interview. There we go. Actually, I can copy URL, copy the link. Then,
Okay, so that's I uploaded that. That was one of the things I was confused about. I uploaded that to Dubb rather than
yeah,
using it in YouTube.
yes,
So
correct. And so
okay,
now back to the form itself. What happens when they submit the form is instead of just displaying a message, this says we're
gotcha.
going to do it's going to forward to the video page.
Oh, perfect. That's
Cool.
what I was looking for.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that was the fix for you there. I didn't understand the question properly. So now we're all good. Your destination
Okay.
video is now connected to the form submission. So they submit the form that's on your first video and it spits them out on the second video.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Great. I will definitely sign up for your AI section. I'm still not ready to take my training wheels off yet.
Yeah, I get you. I get you, my friend. Well, we're here every single day, and you see what the next stage of that is hey, you get really intelligent autoresponders for every form submission. So,
Absolutely.
all right, brother. Well, here when you're ready for the next step. Cool. Okay, very good. Let's keep rolling here. What's it called? Ellie, Peter's assistant. Welcome. I think we were on yesterday, and actually, I think Peter already connected HeyGen yesterday. If I don't recall, we were in the process of this, and it's super super simple, guys. This is one of the trainings that Ruben was talking about yesterday, which is connecting HeyGen to Dubb agent so that your agent can make videos for you, right? And there's actually two different types. I always recommend starting here in under integrations. So Ellie, I think that was your name. Sorry. I think it was something else. It was I thought you had a different name in the chat, but you said something else here. So this is where you start, is in the agent account on the left. Oh, 1 second. Ellie, if you can turn on your mic, raise a hand here. I'm gonna make sure because there's two Peters. I don't know which one is you. There we go. Um, I'll ask you to unmute. And if that's the right one, I don't know if it's Pete's here and Ellie, but the question I wanted to ask you was, do you have access to his agent account right now? Or are you just logged into Dubb? Oh, there's no option for you to open a mic. Okay. Well, let me turn on your other one because maybe I saw there was two Peters. Maybe you're the other Peter. Do you see a mic option now? There you go. I saw it come up.
Hello.
There you go. Okay. Yeah.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Are you in Peter's agent account right now, or not inside of the agent yet?
Oh, not yet.
Okay. Okay. So if you're inside of the regular Dubb account,
Let me just pull it up right now.
yep. Okay. And so that's just dubb.com. Yeah, dubb.com. You should be able to get into that one. And then from there, to get into your agent, you just click over here on the drop down. And that will swap you over into the, let me get out of Neil's account there. There you go.
Okay, I'm in the account. What do I click next? Sorry.
The drop down right here in the top left, click over to agent.
Okay.
And then it'll open this page like this. And you should see this page. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. And then now on the left, integrations.
Okay.
And then just let me know if you see HeyGen connected there already. Oh, I think there was a billing problem. He needed to add some money to his API, I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
Agent is already connected.
hey,
I
okay,
see it
great.
now.
Yeah, so HeyGen's already connected. That's what I recall. So I think as of right now, you can go right here, find HeyGen. There's a little if you click on it, it'll actually display the actions that you can do. And then there is a custom integration that we can set up as well. to do a little bit more. And then Ruben, you're here with us, right, Ruben? Right now, this is the extra action that we set up. So let me give you a couple things here. HeyGen API doc. Okay. I'm going to put this link in there for you right now in the chat. It's HeyGen's documentation. You go to the chat. So you can just copy and paste this from here. So all that you're doing, you take that link that I just provided, you go to your agent, you go to new chat, and I'll give you this prompt as well. And you say, I would like to further develop the HeyGen integration so that we can create videos through the integration. Here is the documentation. There you go. And then what that's going to do is it's going to ask you for probably the API key again. And then we go generate another API key from within HeyGen. And then that way it'll have the custom integration created. And then after that, that's a one-time set it and forget it only. So I'll put this into the chat as well. And then again, don't worry about any little typos there. The AI will figure it out. But once you put that prompt into your agent, it's going to continue the conversation and it's going to say, hey, either use the API key it has, or it's going to ask for another one. And then you go into HeyGen. And on the left, there's a little section we went to yesterday to generate the API key. You might have to look at their document, because I think when you looked at the document, there was a button right here. I'll share my screen again. In the document itself is the button to generate the key. You may need to generate a new key, and the agent will ask for that key. And you'll just paste the key into the conversation for the agent, and it will be able to build out the rest of the integration. So the starting point is there. We just need to finish it with that prompt I gave you. And then after that, it's a set it and forget it. And then moving forward, you can just talk to the agent directly and say, hey, go make, use my avatar that's in there and make me a new video.
Okay.
Okay. And then you can actually do that while we're here today. We'll have some more time. I'm gonna jump into some other questions and tutorials and stuff. So if you want to play around with that right now, to see if you take the prompt, throw it into agent, see if it connects directly, or if it asks you for another key. If it asks you for a key, try to generate the key. And if you get stuck somewhere, then just raise a hand here and we'll bring you back. Okay.
Sure. Thank you.
Awesome. All right. Yeah, some really, really cool stuff with HeyGen we can do now, guys. Again, if it's not for everyone, it's not for like if you're willing to pay $2 a video and just don't want to get on video yourself, it's a really good fit. If you're like, no, I can do a video myself or what, then it's maybe not a perfect fit. Like I'd rather record something than having an AI video for $2. It's not even the $2. It's just that it's not as good as what I could do. So it depends though, right? If it's like mass production, full automation, AI can fill that need. So, okie dokie. Let me go back in. Is there anything else in the chat in the Q&A? Reggie, I see your hand is up, my friend. We'll bring you up next.
No, nothing else in there. There's nothing else in there.
Okay, very good. And so, guys, after the main Q&A section, Reggie's going to come up next. If anyone else has something, drop it in now. We'll provide a lesson or two, and then if final recap here comes in, we have another question come around. We'll do a final call, and then we usually call that a session. So, okay. Reggie, what's up, my friend?
Good Not much, brother.
How's it going?
It's going all right.
All right. What do we got today?
I talked to Naomi, and she still can't log in. So I'm gonna send you over.
No, I saw Naomi sign up again this morning separately. So I have to do what we did yesterday. I got to delete Naomi's account really quick, and then we'll send the invite directly. And again, in a moment, let me just, I see, I know, because we signed up last night and I had to delete it because it was a separate thing versus the onto the team portal. So 1 minute here, I'm gonna have to delete you again, Naomi. 1 moment here. Personate. Settings. Bear with me, everybody, just one moment, helping with some account stuff. And then I got some really cool lesson to show today as well. So here we go. Delete.
Also, this is to Ruben. I should be able to have that the DNS servers switch back by the end of the day.
Nice. Okay. So then let us know too, as soon as when she switches them back, then it usually takes a day or two to propagate. So then just let us know when she's confirmed they've switched. We can call GoDaddy or and say, hey, just they're it's in process, right? Nothing needs to be done, and they can confirm. Yeah, now we're in the 1 to 2 day DNS transfer, name transfer waiting process. We just want to confirm that it's out of our hands, right? That's the most important thing. Is the other team has done what they need to do. It's now in the cloud waiting process. That's the important thing, because otherwise we'll wait a day or two and they're like, oh no, it never started, and then all of a sudden we wait 2 more days. So that's the important thing, is confirm from the other team that we switched them back, and then just checking with GoDaddy, either tonight or tomorrow morning and saying, hey, this is in process, right? A day or two. And they're like, yeah. And they're like, okay, great. So that's the only thing I want to make sure we can confirm, because that's what we can confirm from our end, that the process has been started versus just waiting a day or two and, finding out that it wasn't started yet. So,
okay. Not a problem.
Perfect. All right. And then let me do this while we're here as well. What was the My Path or something? What was it again? You had another email on your agent
your
account.
next move.
Your next move. Okay, your next move. That's right. Okay, got
your
it.
Next move HQ.
Gotcha. Okay, and then one more. Is Naomi here today?
No.
Oops, sorry, I just turned Albert. I think you turned your mic on. Okay, so I'm going to send her an invite one more time. If something happens again, it's all good. We'll figure it out. But we know that it worked. We got Tony in the invite yesterday, no problem. So I think we just need to make sure she only interacts with the most recent invite. Should be the trick. So 1 second. I'm going to go ahead and send it.
Then once I
see what's happening. She's using her YHPR Elite email to sign up, but the invite was sent to her Yahoo. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send the invite to her YHPR Elite email instead of the other one.
Yeah.
It's Naomi Johnson. Okay, so there we go. I just sent the invite to the YHP, her Naomi one. So now she should go to that email, accept the invite from there, and she should be added to the appropriate team.
Okay, and
then from there she connects her calendar. Sorry, go ahead.
Once I connect the calendars, or the calendar, to Dubb, what is our next step?
Right. Well, you guys connect all 3 team individual calendars in the personal, and then we give the agent and Dubb.com that one Calendly link. And then whenever Calendly receives a booking, we have the agent say, hey, whenever a booking comes in, check these 3 people's so it's just a prompt. So once everyone's calendars are connected on the back end, and we have, I think, did you set up Google as calendar replacement?
That's what I'm working on.
Okay, good. Once you have that Google as Calendly replacement, we take that Google Calendar, we give it in the agent training, and we put it as the on the landing page for your Dubb videos, and then that's it. And then the agent will, and then we give those little custom instructions for the agent that says, whenever a booking comes in, do this with it.
Okay.
So then, and that's where in the calendar, whenever appointment comes in, we can make sure that the agent is notified. We'll do this in a connection here, but let's get Naomi in and then her calendar connected, and then we'll put that piece in there. It's like guys, what we're talking about right now is this idea of round robin booking, where let's say if you're on a team and you have one calendar, and these other calendar services on their enterprise or larger team plans, they offer sort of a round robin function. Other services like Calendly or Book Like a Boss or Google's Calendar, like for example, Google's Calendar doesn't offer a round robin functionality by itself. However, with the power of our agentic, it can look at everything, right? So it can be connected to everybody's calendars. It can look at everyone's calendars, it can see who's available, and then it can make the appointment for them, right? It can make an appointment inside of a Google Calendar when it's available. So if we have one Calendly to set an appointment, the AI can look at the Calendly and say, okay, the appointment was set for 3 p.m. Who's available at 3 p.m.? John's not, Bill's not, Joe is. Let's book it for 3 p.m. on Joe's calendar. So it's essentially an agent can help you have a round robin calendar from any calendar. It's pretty cool. So the only thing pending for that is an agent account, right? Connecting your multiple calendars in the personal, and then the primary agent using the Calendly or the Google Calendar or whatever for the main link. So we're close to that. We just need Naomi's calendar hooked up there. Confirm it can write the events on all three, and then we're good to go. And the Google Calendar pending link. And you'll just send that back to me via email, right?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Okay.
Darius, quick question.
Yeah.
What is the status of the GoDaddy A record?
Yeah. So what happened is the team on the other side saw the change was made and said, "Uh-oh, some mistake happened. Let's point it back." And then they notified Reggie and said, "Hey, something happened. We pointed it back." And that was yesterday. And Reggie said, "Oh no, that wasn't a mistake. We're at where we want to point it in this new direction." And then I had Reggie reach out to them. They confirmed. Reggie just said today he communicated with that team, and they said it should be pointed back by the end of the day. And then that means by the end of the day, we'll have. I told Reggie to go reach out to GoDaddy to confirm they've made the switch, and then we have that 1 or 2 day delay of the name server switch to wait. So
okay, got it.
Yeah.
And if you want to, Reggie, if you want to email us and let us know when that was done, we can go ahead and do some testing on our site for your website. And then I would just invite you to change your password because it's been exposed a couple of times. You shared that GoDaddy password. That's a very sensitive password. You want to keep that in a safe place.
Yeah, or 2FA. Yeah, one of those two.
2FA, turn that on. No one should be able to mess with your domain. You own that. That's your real estate.
Right.
Okay.
So then, yeah, just like I said, reach out to that team end of day to confirm that, hey, you switched it over, right? And then we can confirm with GoDaddy that that's actually pending and not waiting for something.
See, I have doubts that they're going to be able to. Reggie, I was going to say,
I have meet with Ruben.
Sorry.
And then once everything is all set, we can meet with Ruben and go on and make the change from GHL over to you guys.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. We just need that final name server switch to happen, and then it's pointing to the new site, and then we can do the final, swapping.
Yes. I was also going to say, Reggie, I don't know how they're going to point it back to the A record name in the DNS because they probably just deleted it and didn't save it. That's what people usually do. So we need, I don't know. I have my doubts on that. I mean, I almost just want to do it for you, but I just want to make sure we have your permission to do that.
Okay. Once I get clarification that
from their side, yeah, he's going to clarify that they said yes, we've passed it back, we pointed it back, or to your point, Ruben, they said you're right, we deleted it, we can't point it back, we need you to do something. Reggie will confirm that to make sure it's on either the cloud's plate, right, the 1 or 2 day delay, or it's on the other team side to do the switch back, or we need to give them permission or something.
Sounds good. Thanks, Reggie.
All right, thanks a lot, Ruben.
Right on. Okay, excellent. Reggie, guys, is one of the first to take a bite of the Dubb agent CEO, AI CEO, right? He's going to have the full support of our team, the white label version of Dubb agent. Reggie, do we decide what we're going to call this thing yet? your home path retirement? What are we calling it?
We're going to come up with something snazzy. Trust me.
Something cool. All right. Yeah, it's going to be really, really awesome here. And the idea is it just replaces whatever other stack we're using and gives us a vehicle we can actually sell as well. So, okay. Guys, if there's any other further questions, comments, or support needed, raise a hand, drop something in the chat, drop something in the Q&A. As always, we have some curriculum. I have a really cool one today. So, and then Ruben or Rob, if you guys have something, let me know. I can save yours, or you can cut in front of me, whatever you want. Okay. So I'm gonna let him rip here in just a moment. Let me get a couple of my screen tabs closed up so we don't have so many. Guys, I want to talk today really quickly about testimonials, reviews, Google, written, otherwise. Before I showed a cool thing about how to take written reviews and turn them into video. That's a beautiful thing. But what about collecting them in the first place? Before we worked really hard on, and I'll do the training video in here in a minute. It's just kind of context. Before we spent so much time building this automation that would automatically collect testimonials from people, right? Like you had to go and build an old school, or I should say traditional. It will be old school here pretty soon. A traditional automation like this, right, where it sends an email, waits a day, sends another email, waits a week, right, something like this. And it was in order to collect testimonials. So like it sends the video, waits 3 days, and sees if they responded with a video. This is the old school way of collecting testimonials automatically, but it was not very perfect, right? It's the same message over and over. The idea of how to collect testimonials on autopilot now is a conversation, right? It's a chat. So here's the training video. 1 second. Let me get this just ready. Get out of this one. Stop. Okay. Okay. Sorry. too many shortcut tabs. ai.dubb.com. Okay. There we go. Okay, training video. What if you could collect testimonials, written or video, on autopilot while you slept? It's now fully possible with a single conversation. And here is what it looks like. With the brand new Dubb agent, you're able to collect testimonials on autopilot by using the agent and simply doing this. I want you to create an automatic reminder where once every 8 days or so, I want you to follow up with my client that's closed. I want you to send them my testimonial request video directly from my personal Gmail. And I want you to also check every 8 days before you send the request if they have video replied to that video. So check the reporting to see if they sent a video reply. If not, continue to request the testimonial from them every 8 days or so. Thanks. That's it. And now, I mean, I said this is for one person, my client, but I could upload an entire list of clients. I could give it 5 clients right here. I can give it anything that I want. What's not completely detailed here is the actual video requesting the testimonial, because not only can it have a button for video reply for them to send a video back to you to collect a testimonial just like this, but it could also have the button for Google reviews. So maybe if they're not feeling quite up to video, they're going to feel a little guilty and be more likely to leave you at least a written review. So this is, guys, how you can collect written and video testimonial on autopilot with one conversation for pennies. So if you need help building up your social proof, collecting testimonials or written reviews for your business, we got you covered, and you can do it for free. Come check out a free trial, free training at dubb.com. See you in the next one. Okay. Anyway, guys, I mean, that one's so easy. I can't tell you how hard it was before to collect testimonials from people. I don't know if Bill is here today. Bill has always had difficulty chasing people down, right? Like I know that they said they'll do it and then they don't do it. And then you got to keep reminding them to do it. And then we built this automation that keeps reminding them to do it. So Bill, I don't know if that one makes sense for you, but you don't have to do it so much manually anymore. You can say, hey, this client was really happy with the service. Keep reminding them to send a testimonial, like once every 3 weeks or something.
Yeah, I see the benefit. You're right. I mean,
I think you were the one telling me that was a problem, right? That you either you ask them and they say yeah, and then they just don't get to it, and then you forget to keep chasing them down, right? So
right. I mean, like right now, I have a client.
Yep.
Haven't heard from him forever.
Yep.
But now they have a need.
Right.
And my text message is blowing up.
Right.
Then I give them the answer.
Yeah.
What are we going to do? And they go in the witness protection program.
Right. Can't talk anymore. Yeah.
Yeah. And all of a sudden it's not, pressing it.
Oh, okay. I had to do something. Okay. I thought you could just put the fire out for me. And that's why I was calling you.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
and the reason I haven't gotten back to you and I canceled those 2 was because, unfortunately, I got a very bad allergic reaction.
Oh no.
To a supplement.
Oh no. I'm so sorry.
Which I had been taking for about 6 weeks. So now I'm 3
What's
and a
the
half
supplement?
weeks.
Tell us all what not to take. No.
Well, it's probably good, but you see it all over. It's amla. Indian gooseberry, which is supposed to clear your arteries if you have any plaque or anything. So I took it for like 6 weeks. and then it decided to explode on me.
Wow.
My skin turned, as my neighbor says, you weren't red, you were purple.
Oh my
Uh,
goodness. I'm so sorry.
I went to bed on Tuesday. I woke up
Jeez.
Wednesday, 50 pounds heavier. My face was like,
Unbelievable.
so I'm still a little bloated. I still look like I had a fight with Mike Tyson. It's
Whew.
much better.
Well, I'm glad you sound okay at least. So I'm glad you're back, man. That's scary.
Well, what I'm doing, taking your
Gooseberries.
advice, I'll make it quick because I know you have other things to do. I'm changing my Dubb. You always call it a landing page,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I'm changing videos.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
know, I
For like your
did
primary
one.
one. Yeah.
I did one with the other guys, an AI video.
Right.
I put it in. I actually, when I use it, I'll give you your AI a plug.
Okay.
I don't use Chat GPT or any of those other guys. If
Right.
I'm going to talk about my business,
Right.
I put it into
Auto.
who's the guy that runs? What's the name of the guy? Damn, your AI guy in
Auto.
Dubb.
Yeah. Auto.
Otto. Yeah, I got to write that, and he'll write it.
Yeah.
And that's, to me, because he knows my business, because I put the book in there.
Yep. Yep.
So he writes it
Yep.
better than me.
Right.
And
Right.
it's
Yeah.
way quicker.
Yeah.
And I saw what you just did now. Yeah, I almost got a twist in their arm. I mean,
Right.
they'll talk for an hour, tell me how, oh, this is great.
It's amazing. You helped me so much. I'm like, okay, do
Yeah.
that on video. They're like,
Yeah.
I'll get to it.
Right. The best one I got was when something happened. The guy had the money. He didn't think he had the money. He had the money because he had put it there.
Right.
And he gave me a 10-minute. We had a thing right then.
Yeah.
Because,
right then and there. Yeah. Just say it. Yep.
Yeah. The fire's going. So
Right. Yeah. You got them while it's hot. Yeah, exactly.
Right. So, but once I get through this, which is probably going to be another couple of weeks, I'm going to set up a time and
All right.
to some of these guys, and they're like,
ooh. I think that testimonial one here I just showed, I think that's a nice, easy one, because you've already got a couple people say yes, and then you just you got to bend over backwards to chase them down, and we can just fix that. Say, hey, find everyone that said yeah, or anyone that said yes, chase them until they actually do it.
Right.
Cool. Right on, Bill. I'm sorry to hear about that, my friend. I'm glad you're safe now and recovering. So, good to see. I don't know. One Gooseberry video might be interesting, right? They think it's an AI filter or something.
That's what she said. She goes, because I posted, I don't want to ruin their business.
Right.
I can't be the only one.
Yeah, everyone, you might have a severe, dangerous reaction.
Right.
Jeez.
So
not the kind of testimonial you want, but
right. But
all right. Well, I'm like I said, glad to hear from you, or good to hear from you, Bill. I'm sorry to hear about your little experience there. Trying to be proactive in our health, and look what's going on, man. So we'll see you soon, Bill. Thank you, my friend. And just schedule up whenever you're ready to turn one of those on.
You got it. God bless.
God bless. Okay. Well, guys, that was probably one of the little main lessons I have for today. I think that the application of it is limitless. If we've all, I mean, how many of us can use some extra testimonials in our business? Whether this is from an actual client of the product and service we're offering right now, or maybe it's some friends, colleagues, family, and fake it, you make it, right? Someone in your sphere that's willing to say some nice things if you're producing a new product or project, right? I'd say that's probably the most important for people. If you're like Dubb, there's thousands of reviews everywhere, right? It's fine. We don't really need more help. It's nice. But if you're starting a new project and you don't have any yet, I'd say that's probably one of the most important things you need to work on before you kick it down the road further, because that is going to be a bottleneck in your business, right? They're going to say, well, who have you helped? This is interesting and all, but I don't want to be the guinea pig. Nobody wants to be. Most people don't want to be the guinea pig. So that's where that social proof helps you overcome that. Don't want to be the guinea pig. So you guys have the tools to the kingdom now if you want to collect some of those. And again, start with your friends and colleagues, family, whoever, if you don't have real clients ready to give them to you yet. Bill, your hand up. You have a continuation?
Yeah. I wanted to say something because you were talking about it. The other day, I got that video AI that we talked about. And you mentioned something about yours is going to be better, which I can see how it will be. But will yours be able to do like the editing like theirs is?
No. So I'm glad. I think you're talking about Opus Clips, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Because what
So
I did, I'll tell you, I put a bunch of video because I can't do videos now because I look like a mess.
right.
So I
Yeah,
have a
I
lot of
gotcha.
old videos. And like I told you, the one time it took me, I spent 5 hours. I was going
Right.
through, and I
Yeah.
hadn't even done anything yet, but picked out the clips.
Picked out clips. Yeah. Yeah.
You told me about Opus. I
Yeah.
had written it out, and I checked it one day. I put it
Yeah.
in, and literally in 5 minutes,
Yeah.
they gave me a bunch of great clips.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of changing out some of the old clips I had. I mean,
Yep.
yesterday I spent a bunch of time just fixing a video I did.
Right.
And what I did, I used the intro. I used an old intro from Dubb,
Yep.
which was the front, and I just didn't put my face
Right.
on the balance because it was a PowerPoint.
Okay. So it's
So
like a
rather than
voice
me in
video.
the corner,
Right. Right.
I didn't need that.
Yeah.
So now I see it as like upgrading all the videos.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
say, hey,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I'll play them, and I have a text thing. It'll take everything I say, and then I send it into Otto, and he fixes it. You know, so
Yeah.
it's like redoing everything, making it better. And then
Got it.
moving forward, some of the things you talked about, like you just talked about, requesting testimonials
Yep.
and doing some of the things that I do manually. It's not like I kill myself.
Right. Right. Yeah. You're not. It's not. It's not an
I'm not
8-hour
killing
shift on a computer. Yeah.
Yeah, so obvious I probably want to do less.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, because I can see how it makes it easier.
Mhm.
So it gives me more time to really have the conversation rather
Right.
than how am I going to have the conversation.
Exactly.
So that's what I was concerned with, because I see you do have the one thing where it'll take out the ums, not the ums so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah. The
but
silences.
silence.
I'll say this one other thing, Bill. While you're going about that, you're aware of the replace video feature, right? Because you
Yes.
already have an automation built out, so I don't want you to have to go touch that thing and like get deep in the weeds there. You can just go replace the video itself, and that will update the automation automatically.
Oh yeah, that's good. You know, the other thing
Okay.
we talked about a little was I had a automation that went like a year and a half,
Yeah.
and some of them I checked. It ended because I didn't do any more videos.
Right. Right. They got to the
So
end of it.
my question, I guess I'll ask you right now is, should I just take, hey, everyone that ended from warm leads 1, put them on warm leads 2, or is it better just to add them to 1?
I'd say start 2, because everyone that reached the end of 1 won't get anything else, right? If they're at the last step, and here let me provide a visual for you guys.
Yeah, but if because I have it like extended out for 2 months, but if that's the question, I guess, is if they ended, because a lot of times they hadn't ended because I gave myself 2 months.
Yeah, no, I got
and
you.
I could put videos in, but now some of them have ended.
Right. So this is what, just visually, guys, what we're talking about is if somebody reaches this last stage of a workflow and you add something here, these people will not get that thing. These people that have reached the end, this workflow is done for them, right? There's nothing else we can do to this workflow that's going to activate anyone at this final step. So what Bill was doing is he would buy himself some time like this, like 1 month or something, right? And so at the end of the workflow, people would be sitting at this delay, not finished, so that if he came and added a new action, then everyone in the workflow would get it. However, some time lapsed and people have reached this final step. And so the question is, what should I do? Should I have a second workflow for the people that have reached the end? And in my opinion, the answer is yes, because the people that have reached the end, they're either going to get nothing else at this point, or we're going to have to bring them over to a second flow. So then what I would do for you right now, Bill, is just come and add the tag, right? That says finished 1, finished workflow 1, or something like that, right? Whatever this means.
Right.
So, and then that becomes the enrollment criteria for the second workflow. So
okay, that was my next question. How do I easily do it rather than me? Because I have whatever it is, I can, take them and put them in the thing, put them in the list, or
right.
There's got to be an easier way.
The easiest way automatically is to just do exactly this, right? The final step is to add tag, which is transfer to workflow 2, right? But that's probably the best thing, right? Transfer to 2.
Right.
And then that's it. That's saved, done, move on. And then when we build the new second workflow, the trigger right here is transfer to workflow 2. So anytime that gets added, it puts them over here. We can build that together too. When you're, you know, back.
Well, that's what I figured, because my question is just what you said. If somebody has hit the end and now they're sitting there and it's not 60 days anymore, it's 75 days.
Right.
And I say, add this trigger, are they going to get it?
The people that are at the end of the bucket already will need some special treatment to get over here. We'll take care of that.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll help you get the people that have reached the end will need a one time, but everyone else will be taken care of automatically.
Yeah. So that's what I want you to help me with. I want to clean up
the
mess. And, you know, now that I know more, get it even more organized and move forward with the AI, whether it's just your AI or I still have to use Opus a little bit, because they do some things.
No, it's really cool. We don't have video editing as of yet, right? It can look at the transcripts and it can tell you where to edit, but it doesn't actually do the edit for you right now. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. So still good for Opus. We actually, I think we're probably going to end up canning Opus just because our editor is doing that job, and it's not saving him a ton of time because he has to watch the whole video anyways. So, but absolutely useful for you know, people who have less time to edit. He's full-time editor, so it's different.
Yeah. Thanks.
Okay. Thanks, Bill. Okay, Alita.
And then real quick, Darius, Bill, thank you for sharing that information. You know, my complaint with Opus is that we ended up spending as much time going through bad clips, and it took us like 20 to 30 minutes to go through, you know, 15 bad clips to just find one good clip. And we said, why don't we just do that? Why don't we just spend the 30 minutes just mining the good clip? So you know, there's a lot of learnings there. The Dubb desktop app is powerful, and this is something I definitely want to innovate on because I see the value in it. But unfortunately, Opus Clips we canceled our account because it actually is not a time saver for us. But that said, I would like to see how we can work together to receive your feedback. If you could please in the Zoom chat just explain what your process is, and I'm going to read that right now, if you don't mind. And let's see what we can come up with on the Dubb desktop app for something like this, because every day I think about this exact thing, how we can mine micro clips from long Zoom recordings and YouTube recordings, because you know what? We do it. We figured out how to do it in this channel. If you guys can see what we're doing in the YouTube channel, youtube.com/Dubb support. We in these, we would love to use tech so that you guys could do it. And we don't use tech. We have a full-time editor. His name is Sebastian. Shout out to Sebastian. But we would love to see how we can use tech for you. So I would love to read a brief from you in the Zoom chat.
Yeah, well,
Bill,
let me just say this. It's like, to me, you know, I've committed 3, 4, 5 years ago, whatever it is now, to go with Dubb. So I try to use Dubb for everything. There's a few things I fell down on, like the CRM. I haven't really done that yet. But why should I use ChatGPT or XYZ or this when I can have it all in one place? It's just, you know, not everything works exactly the same, but you know, I won't say what we used to say as kids, but I rig things. You know, there's always a way to rig it to make it work the way you want it to. You know, you just have to interject it. But I'm sure, like, I've seen some things that you guys have done. I've been coming to these, listening, not saying anything, but I really see that there's a lot of things, you know, like you add a title now, which you didn't, you know, there's just so many things. And I go, how did I miss this? You know, maybe I missed Rob telling, because I see you doing different segments and Rob might have said something, or maybe I missed Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but Thursday, all of a sudden he's talking and go, man, they did that 2 weeks ago. How did I not see this?
Right.
You know, so because you're so innovative, but I'll put that in there.
Yeah.
And,
okay,
I look forward to being able.
And then Darius, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Darius, if you could call me up later at the end of the questions, I'll do some curriculum on this. Thanks.
Nice. Yeah. Well, I think we just got one more here, Ruben, with Lita, and then we're ready. So let me see. I think you're co-host already, right? Robert or Ina. I think he already is. I don't see an option to change him. So
okay.
Yeah,
no, he's good.
I got one more piece here. Actually, guys, last call for Q&A. I think we're gonna we'll probably wrap up with some curriculum. Alita, sorry, I have your mic on. I think unmuting for you last time didn't work. It should work this time. Are you there? Testing. No. Still having a sound issue. That's what you meant by maybe it wasn't working. Try this. What is your microphone setting on Zoom? If you're looking at Zoom, in the bottom left is a little audio microphone button.
Now can you hear me?
There we go. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Awesome.
I clicked the right thing. Okay.
Perfect. Okay.
Thank you. My
question. Couple of questions there. Yeah. Okay. Your plan, you're on the 99fordubb.com. So I extended my calendar there to invite you to connect with me directly. So that's probably the best place to get started with everything, right? If it's for agent or for anything else, let's just connect one-on-one and I'll make sure you're taken care of. Okay.
That sounds perfect. Thank you, sir.
Awesome. Beautiful. And then the other part of your question, yeah, the AI CEO, that's that $300 a month one, and where it's just brand new. Again, we've had our first couple people building it out right now. Can't wait to get some testimonials from them, and then if anyone's willing or wanting to take the dive, where you have our support. So
thank you.
Awesome, thank you. Looking forward to it. Grab something now. Sooner the better.
Okay.
Okay. Very good. All right. Well, guys, that is everything for the chat and the Q&A. A little bit of curriculum. Ruben has some more, I think, coming up for us in a moment. Ruben, are you ready? Do you want to come up here now? You need another?
No, I'm preparing right now. Give me a moment.
Okay. Very good. So, all right. Well, you guys have the what's in store. We are going to cover some really cool stuff of what we were just talking about. And the whole CRM, AI, testimonial, what Bill was just talking about as well. So it's a good continuation. Opus Clips is really useful, but I think in the right context, right? We found that more time was spent on it than what we needed to. It didn't end up saving us so much time. But the idea is to build processes that streamline what we're trying to do, right? Whatever it is, what are we doing for top of market, right? What are we doing for lead gen? Is it ads? Is it social media? Are you sending cold emails? I mean, for each of us, right? Not just here at Dubb, but what are you guys doing for your top of funnel? And how do we streamline that process, right? Is it cold emails? Is it knocking on doors? And I know for like Reggie's team, we have a social media strategy, right? The lead capture funnel. So then how do we double down on that? How do we begin investing in that, right? Practice, content creation. It all depends. I want you guys to think about what processes are in your business right now. Ruben talks about it all the time of drawing your business out. And I think that exercise, we were working very closely with another client of his, one of Ruben's close or more personal friends, and has this whole business. And we drew it out. And that is when we were able to identify the bottlenecks and the choke points and the places of improvement. And so you guys might do the same for your business, right? What does top of funnel look like, right? What is the middle of that funnel? How are you taking them from interest to appointment? And then from appointment to close, and then from close to referral? What do each of those processes look like in your business? And do you have a system, not only a standard operating procedure, but like a rinse and repeatable system? How much of it's automated? Because there's each of those different parts of every single one of our businesses, right? And each of them can likely be optimized, right? There's something really cool we can do to make one of those things much easier, more effective on autopilot, right? And that's what we love to do, guys. It's like our passion. It's helping people build and optimize and do those things. So if you want to take advantage of one of these sessions later this week, draw out your business, and we can even take a look, figure out where the bottlenecks are, where the choke points. I'll say for most people, it's right at the top and then right at the bottom. Those two, everyone's really good at the closing. Like you have an interested person right in front of you. That part's usually really good, right? And can't be improved. Like, what are you going to go do a bunch of sales coaching or something to improve your close? But in most people we talk to, the top and the bottom of the funnel have a ton of weakness, right? The either leads aren't coming in consistently, they're not converting consistently, and then we're not converting sales to referrals or testimonials. That's why I started with that one today. One of those things is almost always a glaring weakness when we draw it out. So if you guys do that, go ahead and take that as an exercise, right? Draw out your business and identify some choke points, and then let's tackle those together. Cool. Ready? Uh-oh. No audio, Ruben. Switch the...
Yeah, no. That's all right, Ruben. I'll do the voiceover. Just move your lips, and I'll just kind of read your lips and say what you're going to say. Okay, I'm almost getting it hooked up now.
Yeah.
Hey, Darius, do you ever hear from Dick Nichols anymore?
Dick Nichols. Yeah, I remember the name. I haven't heard
He a real
the
estate
go-to
guy in
guy.
Arizona.
The go-to guy. That was his nickname. The go-to guy.
Yeah. I don't think I've heard from him in a minute.
Yeah, because I spoke to him. It was like 2 years ago. Oh, we're gonna talk, and I got busy, and then he's like vanished. I sent him texts.
Yeah,
I mean, he's old like me, so he might have died.
Yeah. Jeez, couldn't be any more.
Yeah, he did a lot of the avatar videos. Dick did a lot of like his image in the circle. He did a lot of that stuff. He had a really good voice. He had a very
I can tell you he's still here, Bill. I can tell you he's still here, still a subscriber to Dubb.
I got his number. I'm going to try him again later.
There you go. Yeah, he's still kicking.
It's early for him. It's only 11:30. He might just be getting out of bed.
Right. Ruben, we get your mic working yet? No, still nothing. No, we don't have audio, Ruben. Still audio's busted for some reason. Oh. Testing.
No sign language if he wants to try.
Right. I think I still know the alphabet from when I was like a elementary school or something. Yeah, A, B, C, D.
Folks.
There we go.
Okay.
Do it tap? I'm see if it's that one or something.
No, it's not.
It's not that one. Okay, yeah, it's all right. But we can hear you. So
okay. Rob, I could use your help on this one, please. If you would be so kind to get a Zoom VTT file ready.
A Zoom VTT. Okay, let me
yes.
Try to do that.
Yes.
All
right, cool.
Back in one of our Slack combos, right? There's one that you provided the agent recently.
I can get it from there, huh? Okay.
Yeah, you just go there, download it, and put it. Where do you want it, Ruben?
I'll just have it on queue.
Okay.
Actually, I have a special guest, you guys.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I have a special guest here for us.
Oh my goodness.
So this is little Toddy here. I've been waiting to do this video for this is a video training, and I promise this is all gonna tie together. This is little Toddy here. Toddy loves to eat my skin. She's teething as he's teething. It's a new puppy. I'm still trying to remember its name and gender. It's like 2 days now, 3 days. But the topic that I'd like to discuss in this video training is this idea that I have been really studying for years in my life. And this started with a very early interest in Darwinism, in the study of evolution. I realized as a kid, I started to read these books about survival of the fittest. And there was this disparate disconnection for me as my teachers and as books started to say, and Darius and Rob, can I bring you guys on stage? Because to talk about science and pets without you guys in this video, it seems remiss.
Yeah, I love pets and science especially. So
no, I'm gonna combine all the dots. And folks, this video is so relevant for your business and how to make money. Okay, we're not gonna take advantage of you, little puppy, to make money, but we're gonna learn from you. Can you spotlight everyone as like a 3-person video, please? I don't know if maybe I just don't see it on my side, but I just want to make sure we're all spotlit.
Everyone's, I think, yeah, host spotlighted for everyone. Okay.
Okay, I don't see Rob.
Yeah, I don't know. How do you do that?
Is your camera?
Needs to turn on your mic. I mean, your camera. Needs to turn on your camera.
Yeah.
What? Oh, there we go.
Sorry. Just one shot. Do you guys see 3?
What?
No, just 2 of you guys.
Okay.
Rob, there you go.
Okay.
Ads funnel. Nice.
Nice. Okay, so as a kid, I was told and we were taught it's about survival of the fittest, that the apex predators, that the alpha animals, they're the ones that dominate, and we sort of the rest of nature sort of succumbs to this survival of the fittest, this apex predator, top of the food chain type dynamic. And I started to have this really strange, uncomfortable sort of disillusioned idea of this philosophy because I started to look around me as a kid and I started to look at nature and I started to look at what's happening in the Serengeti, what's happening in the rainforest. And I started to realize, wait a minute, I think we've been lied to for so many years. We have been told that it's about survival of the fittest and that we need to be assertive and aggressive and alpha and we need to be dominating and that's the person that gets things done. And maybe there was a time for that. If you've watched an episode of Mad Men, or if you participated in a business meeting back in the 80s or 90s, there was, a tremendous amount of disproportionate ego, alpha, to the point where it was toxic. And I'm sure many of the people in this room have had environments and bosses and workplaces that have had toxic, dare I call it masculinity or toxic ego or that alpha overly assertive idea. And what I think little puppies like teach us is that all of that is actually nonsense. None of that persisted, none of that prevailed in nature. It is not about survival of the fittest. It's about survival of the friendliest. And if you look at this little beautiful creature here, Toddy, 8-week old Cavalier poodle, you realize that survival of the friendliest, survival of the cutest is what gets you to the absolute top of the food chain, where you are treated like a king. Okay. So the big takeaway here, just to put all this together, is that I think that the idea that I'm trying to present here is that using AI, using video, using our humanity, using providing value, providing support, helping people. These are the ideals that get us to the place of most impact, of most success. It's about survival of the friendliest, my friends. It is not about survival of the fittest. If you go back to the earliest campfires on how this beautiful species of the dog branched out from wolves and maybe part bears even, you realize it was the friendliest, it was the sweetest animals by the campfires that would get tossed the bones and the leftover food, and they would thrive as a result. And then as a result, they would become part of the pack, part of the family. And then before you know it, they're sleeping on beds and we're cleaning up their poop. And they are for sure at the top of the food chain. So just call this a public service announcement. Let's be the survival of the friendliest, not of the fittest.
Right. Now, I think that survival of the fittest works in raw nature, but in a society where we all depend on each other to do things, it's definitely more of the friendly versus the fittest that has the advantage here.
Yeah. But
Because the wolves are
nature,
almost extinct, right? They're aggressive
yes.
and whatever, free, and they're almost gone. Doesn't work too well in our world.
Yes. I feel for those.
Good. No, I love that, Ali. That's what our team personifies. Absolutely. We are all about helping everybody. And it's a different vibe, right? Is it definitely a different vibe than the like rah rah rah, like we're gonna yell at you and just whatever thing. So
yeah. I mean, I love educating. I love helping people. I love showing that empathy, that compassion, and it goes a long way. And, we'd love to just, there's plenty of sunshine to go around. Rising tides raises all boats. And, we're grateful for the opportunity to support you all.
Mark says, I hope you have a carpet cleaner on speed dial or whatever.
Actually, it's very, very like good about every 30 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Well, you also got a whole family, kids and
Yeah.
and family and stuff to help. So it's not
Right.
just Ruben the puppy doesn't have a 3-hour Dubb diaper for these sessions, so thankfully we have some other support.
Yeah.
Mark had a question on custom skill. Do we want to answer something, or do you have something else?
Yeah, no, I have another curriculum, but no, please. I'll prepare.
Okay. Because I know you have a lesson to drop in too. So
yes, I do.
Mark, really quick, what if I had to guess? I would think that when you're trying to create a custom skill, there's just one more field we need to enter. So you could see there's 1, 2, 3, 4 fields, all of which are required, right? So I need to make sure all those fields are have some value there before I could click the save button. Do you have all 4 values entered? If someone could turn Mark Swanson on. Sorry, let me find you, Mark.
I got him.
Oh, you got Mark. There you go.
Yeah. Yes, I've completed all 4. My understanding, I put it all in lowercase because there was a prompt that says the name needed to be in lowercase. So I've got the identifier, the name,
and then so when you're saying you can't click this save button, or when you're clicking it, nothing's happening. What are we saying?
When I click it, nothing happens. But I'm sure it's only happens to me because that's my MO.
Okay.
It's only me.
Very weird. Okay, so Mark, do me a favor, my friend. Shoot me an email with the details that you have there of the name, just everything that you have. Copy and paste that for me. I'll kiosk into your account. I'll go into the back end, see if I can replicate the issue that's happening for you. Are you on Google Chrome?
Yes, Google Chrome, Apple, Mac computer.
Yeah. I do normally just the browse. Some things that work in Chrome sometimes don't work somewhere else. But yeah, I just tested it myself, and you saw I just entered random letters and numbers, and that seemed to work. So yeah, shoot me the email with the details there, my friend, and I'll either say, hey, it worked, I don't know what happened, or I'd say, hey, you know what, there was a special character in here, and that's why it wasn't saving or something.
One other quick question, if you will. I was also trying to just create a skill, okay? And forgot I needed to really go back to the custom skill. But so I went into Word and I just created the steps and everything I wanted so I could copy and paste into the skill. And when I tried that, it saves it. I can see it as like an attachment. It doesn't, the writing or the words do not populate in the skill box. Okay. And
hold on, sorry, just to confirm. So so we're creating a custom skill, right?
Well, before this, I was just trying to,
So were you were in a chat then?
I was in a regular chat, just gonna have was going to have Dubb just create this for me. Well, then I forgot. I really need to be in the custom skill. But
correct.
The issue was I was just, I would think I should be able to copy the words in Word and just paste it into the chat in the Dubb box.
Right.
But it doesn't do that. It creates like
an attachment.
Attachment. And even if I go create the attachment, nothing happens. I can't put it to work. You know what I mean? So.
Right. I'll show you guys something really quick because this is regular AI behavior with ChatGPT or Claude or any of them. Including Dubb AI. If I paste a large body of text here, it's not going to show the full body of the text. It's going to condense it into like a little attachment thing. So that's standard operating procedure for basically all AI tools now. If you put a giant body of text or large, like 1,000 characters or whatever, it's going to make it a little tiny attachment, like a little file. And so you won't see the full text here in the prompt anymore. And that's the same with agent as well. So if I pasted a large message here, it wouldn't show the entire message. It'll condense it into like a little prompt thing, which is kind of frustrating because you can't really see what you wrote, but it's just something that's happened. I can't exactly explain why it was the case, but it's the better practice, I suppose.
But the issue is when I went to click, the arrow to put, get it to working, it would doesn't function. It just sits there. It doesn't.
Oh, well, did you include any also text like this? Or just the paste?
Just the paste.
Okay, yeah. So we need if you do that, you do need to also you see the button. Yeah, it's not visible.
Okay.
So if I attach, I need to include something here with it and says I'm including instructions to do whatever, process this, then enter.
Okay.
But
So
I like what you're saying too, is you actually went to go try to create the custom skill through the chat, right?
right. And I just wanted to see, okay,
Yeah.
what does this look like before I
No, I get you.
go to that
I don't
next
know. Let me just, I haven't tested that myself personally. I know normally when we create custom skills, we just go over to custom skill and create it there. But I do think that should absolutely work and be supported, Mark. So let me just check this though. Can custom skill.
See, I do listen there,
Yeah,
Darius.
no,
So
I
trying to do what you told me to do.
You're one of my best students, man. I've seen you go from I don't know what the heck this thing is to like, hey, I'm doing CMAs, I'm doing like some really cool stuff. So no, you're absolutely one of the great listeners. And I think what you tried to do there is absolutely something that should work. I just hadn't tested it myself yet. But it should, right? You say, hey, Dubb AI, help me create a custom skill. I need to create a CMA thing and help me. It should be able to do that. I don't know if it can. I need to test that.
This is the beauty of this whole process, as we just like myself, as we've said before, we learn step by step. We create something, then we say, okay, how can we make this better?
Make it better. Yeah.
And you guys are doing the same thing based on what's happening with us. So this is awesome.
Exactly.
The difference is we just don't charge you, you charge us.
Yeah. Right. So, okay, Mark, thank you, my friend. Let me know too if just shoot me that email and I could probably create that skill for you or figure out what was wrong with it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. All right. I think that's everything now, guys, in the chat and the Q&A. I think Ruben has one more thing, possibly. If you Ruben, you wanted to, I think it was a Bill
thank you,
Opus
Darius.
clip piece, right? Okay. I'm gonna be quiet now for a while. Ruben's gonna take over the show. And guys, if anything else comes in, we have a last little question, whatever, dropping them in. We can get taken care of. If not, we'll see you another day, and you can always email us. So, thanks.
Thank you, Darius. Let me go ahead and prepare my screen over here. And I will go ahead if you want to spotlight me.
You're on.
Okay, cool. I always like to check if I'm using the right webcam.
Webcam looks solid. It's not, I don't think it's the closest, but it looks good. Looks really solid.
Oh, okay.
I think you had one that's maybe a little tighter shot. I'm not sure. Maybe.
Oh, you know what I do actually for that is I just turn the phone
there you go. Okay, that was
sideways.
it. That was the tighter shot.
That's my learning that's on the Apple continuity camera. If you turn it upright in portrait mode, you get this tight shot.
That was it.
I just have to make sure there's no toothpaste on my
right.
Okay.
Training video?
Yeah. I'm gonna rock and roll here. Okay, so I'm
that's the puppy effect. That's the puppy effect, by the way, Ruben. See, that's the puppy effect. The puppy, like, you're in love, you got a new dog, this is what happens. This is a good thing. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I'm speechless.
Yeah.
Okay, so so let's do a video training right now. Now, a lot of people are trying to figure out how they can take their long form content and convert it into short form content. A lot of us call this micro clipping, and this has actually become a very popular industry. There's a number of software platforms that you can go out and use to take a long form video like a Zoom recording or a video that you recorded on your mobile phone or your webcam or perhaps some sort of a conference software. And then you take this long form video as a podcast or a training or a demo or a tutorial, and then you go and you mine short clips from this. So these short clips can be YouTube videos, they can be social media videos, they can be landscape in that 16:9 or portrait in that 9:16. They could be 30 seconds, they could be 30 minutes, they could be 3 minutes. The sky's the limit in terms of what you can do with micro clipping, or what we might call clipping, right? Now, the problem with this industry is that there's a lot of software where it sort of gives you a bunch of ideas, and then you have to go and spend the time to figure out which one of these clips makes sense. So instead of editing, you're sort of picking, you sort of going through 20 bad clips to find that one good clip that you can then go and repurpose onto YouTube or onto Instagram or Facebook or X or LinkedIn or whatever it is that you'd like to do. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to take a VTT file or an SRT file. That is the requirement here, okay? And those files are basically just the transcription files for your videos. So once you have the transcription file, you can now do AI-based editing, okay? So I want you to picture this. You've got a long video that you recorded in Zoom. You've got a long video that you recorded on your phone or even a DSLR camera, whatever have you. Upload that video into your Dubb account. When you upload a video into your Dubb account at dubb.com, this is the Dubb Studio, all videos will have that transcription applied. So now it will transcribe your video. This is on a paid plan. It will transcribe your video so that you can receive an SRT file. So Darius, if you could share your screen in a moment and maybe just show how to grab an SRT file. I'll be able to do a little bit of a demo.
You want right now?
Yeah, if you could.
Yep.
So
okay.
Darius is going to go ahead and share his screen and show how to grab an SRT file.
So this is pending. You have your automatic closed captions turned on. Everyone should, unless you're a old school legacy user that had them before we didn't. If you did, then you will have them, and you can. You said download the SRT, right?
Yeah. If you click generate captions here.
So you see this one doesn't have them yet, so I can't download it. But if you go to any other previous video that does have them, you would be able to download the SRT or TXT. Yeah. SRT has timestamps.
Yeah, so that SRT right there, if you could open that up in your Notepad file. Now, this is you're going to have to right mouse click and do Notepad.
Yeah, that's on a new computer. Sorry.
Oh, no, you're good. You're good. And then you can turn off screen share, and then I'll just, okay, great. So, what you just saw is an SRT file. An SRT file is basically just the transcription with your time code. That's all that it is. If you open this file up, make sure that you're using Notepad or TextEdit or one of those programs. You might have to right mouse click on your Mac or PC, and then you can start to notice it's your transcription with the time code. It's a very old, simple technology. That SRT file, sometimes it's called a VTT file. In fact, when you go to Zoom, if you go to your recordings, you can actually download the VTT file, which is basically the same as an SRT file. It is your transcript file. That is a requirement to do AI-based editing. So Zoom can do this, Dubb can do this. If you upload your videos to YouTube, YouTube has a generator as well. The Dubb generator is very easy to use, and it's included in your account. It does not cost you extra credits. So you can go ahead and grab that SRT or VTT file. For example, in these live trainings every single day, we take the recordings and we have the setting turned on to auto transcribe each and every video. And because the setting is turned on to auto transcribe every single video, Zoom, sure enough, creates that VTT file. All right, so now you've got a VTT file or you have an SRT file. Now what you can start to do is use your AI assistant. We use the Dubb agent, and it's got a specific skill that helps you do this. It's called the micro clipping skill. So if you go into your general category in your skills on Dubb agent available at ai.dubb.com, you will notice a skill for micro clipping. And the way that this works is very simple. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Okay, so if you go ahead and take a look at my screen right here, you will notice all that I did was I said, export timeline. Take a look at this. Export timeline editing code to mine 3 short clips from this webinar VTT file. My goal is to mine short clips for social media, less than 30 seconds. And then here I uploaded my VTT file. Again, this can be an SRT file available on Dubb or VTT available on Zoom. And then what it did is it proceeded to go and generate the clips. So I have specific time code with my text. Now, if you think about this, how long would it take you to watch? This is a 2-hour video, my friends, because these live trainings available at dubb.com/T as in training are 2 hours or more. So I was able to take a 2-hour video and I was able to mine 3 short clips from this. Now, all that I have to do is open up the editor of my choice. For example, we like to use the Dubb desktop app.
which you can grab at dubb.com/desktop-app. And then you could simply go to this starting point and this editing point. There's also a feature on the Dubb desktop to take out your silences. I'd love to get some help on that. Darius, Rob, if you could show that, how you can eliminate eliminate silences from the Dubb from a video using the Dubb desktop app. That's a really good demo here. But if you start to put all the pieces together here, it's really simple. So let's just do a quick recap here. We take our SRT file, we take our BTT file, we go into Dubb Agent, we ask Dubb Agent to mine short clips from this. It reads the entire transcript. It tells you the starting point and the stopping point of a great micro clip that you can use for your YouTube channel, for TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, X, whatever you'd like. And then we take that, we go to the Dubb desktop app, we have a starting point, we have a stopping point, and there's a one-click switch to remove silences from your video. So if there's a pause or a break, this will cut them for you. Take a look at this. If you want to share your screen, please. That was great.
Yeah, that's the one-click button, and you can see it identified. I was just recording Ruben here. He didn't have a lot of silences, so it's just the one it picked up in the short clip there. But if it's a longer video, you're going to have all those, and you just click the one apply button, and it'll remove all those silences automatically. And that was just from the one quick 10-second clip here.
Yeah, that was great. Thanks, Darius. So just to put the pieces together here, what would you rather do? Would you rather spend 10 minutes going and mining the absolute best content, or would you rather spend your time going through a bunch of probably bad clips and then spending that time figuring out what the one good clip is? I tried using we tried using Opus Clips, and Opus Clips impressed us with the editing, but the problem was that we were really frustrated with the amount of time that we had to spend going through all the bad clips. We realized that it wasn't actually saving us any time. It was just sort of affecting our mental health a little bit by having to go through all of our bad clips. Some of them were basically unwatchable. And we just chose to spend our time doing mindful, craftful micro clipping where we know where to start, we know where to stop, and you get in there and it takes minutes. So if this video training resonated with you, please put a 1 in the comments or the chat below. We love to receive feedback like that. It really pumps us up. It gets us excited. You know, we spend 2 hours every single day in here, Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific, dubb.com/T. And we are honored to serve. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for the feedback. Really appreciate the comments. Thanks, guys.
All right. Reggie, hand is up, my friend. We'll be calling it the 2 hours here in just a moment, people. So if you have any final questions, comments, concerns, let's let them rip now, or hold your peace till tomorrow. Go ahead, Reggie. What do we got, brother?
Darius, I just sent you an email, so whenever you get a chance, take a look at it.
Yes, sir. Okay, we'll do. Yeah, I need a little break after this, and then we come back and then do some follow-ups. We got you. Cool. All right. Mark Swanson, I responded to your email as well. I got that. Just send me the actual prompt. I got your screenshot, but I need to see the actual prompt that you have in there so that I can review that. So send me the full text that you were trying to save into that custom skill, please, Mark.
Darius, did I figure out how to use my mic over here?
I don't know. Tap it.
Oh, okay.
Nope. It's not that one. All right. Well, nope.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, guys, thank you very much. Appreciate you. Happy hump day here. And we're halfway through. We'll see you guys in the next one. And if we can help at all, bring your friends and colleagues or whoever and let us help them. Your biggest problems, we want to help solve them. Thanks, everybody. See ya. Bye-bye.